Welcome to another weekly vlog. Hello, my name is Savannah. I'm just a regular person who loves to knit and crochet. And if you love fiber arts too, consider hanging out, staying around a while. Okay, this week we are starting off strong with a ADHD panic project. Today's my best friend's birthday. Tonight she's having a party. I got her a gift already. Okay, so don't panic about that. I've actually been prepared with this gift for longer than usual for me. However, I don't know if you remember, I love to make reusable gift bags. And it's based off the pattern Santa Gift Bag, I think, by Premier Yarn Design Company. It's a free pattern on Ravelry, and it has inspired me to make different types of these gift bags than just Santa flavored. I did make a Santa one, but then I made other ones after that. Have I made two or one? I don't know. I love this pattern. It's so easy. You do a garter stitch rectangle, that's the bottom of the bag. Then, without cutting the yarn, you pick up all the way around the bag, that rectangle, and knit up in the round. Then, when it's however tall you want, you can, the pattern says to do knit two together yarn overs to create all these little eyelets, similar to like a picot instruction. And then that way you can make an I-cord and thread it through to cinch the bag. Or I've made fabric strips, or you could do ribbon, whatever. And you thread it through the little eyelets and then you can cinch it and tie a little bow. I have also omitted the eyelets completely and put one eyelet and then sewed a button on the other side. So then it closes with a button. I love this pattern, and I love the idea long-term of making a bunch of reusable gift bags for Christmas and birthdays and stuff like that, so that I don't have to use so much wrapping paper during the holidays. I haven't purchased gift bags, wrapping paper, tissue paper in years because I just keep them all whenever there's a event, you know. But I still would love to eventually transition to using just these reusable knit gift bags. I think they're so cute. Anyways, so her party is tonight, and I thought, wouldn't it be so cute if I could gift to her in a reusable gift bag that she gets to keep? So we're on panic mode. We have T-minus, what time is it? 10 a.m. And then we have T-minus 7 hours to make this. I think I can do it. I'm delusional. I'll show you what I have so far. I'm using 8mm needles, and I think this is Woolies Thick and Quick. Here's the bag so far. This is the garter stitch rectangle bottom, and then I've been knitting up. I ran out of this gorgeous navy adjacent color, and now I'm using this gorgeous color. I have this much left, but I do have a second. I forgot how much I love this pattern because it's such a stash buster. Let's look at our catalog. This is going to bring me so much joy. Blue, Woolies cornflower blue, darker soft blue. Friggin' nailed it. You guys, I have completely used up the darker soft blue, and that was 106 grams. 0. Slay. I'm so excited about this. Anyways, I need to get started. Can I yap and knit at the same time? We're gonna find out. What inspired this gift bag? My best friend's favorite bird is a loon. So I found a loon pixel grid on Pinterest. I'll put a picture up. I found two that I really liked, and I still am not sure actually which one I'm gonna end up doing because I like them both. It just depends on stitch counts and which one I think will fit better on the bag. So I'm not totally sure yet. Plus also I'm gonna duplicate stitch it, not to worry. And I do need to pick yarns that are the same weight as this yarn so that I can duplicate stitch no probs. I think I need 3 colors, white, black, and red. I really like the one with the 2 hearts. I think that is so stinking cute. Everything about this project has just been vibes. Somebody just left me a comment that was like, quit being so analytical. Throw out all the acrylic. Love you to bits, honey. No. No. I'm having so much fun. I'm just gonna work on this. Like I said, it's 10 a.m. So I need to make this bag tall enough, however tall I decide, basically. And then we'll go from there. Knit the bag, do the duplicate stitching, pick out / make some type of ribbon for it. I haven't even looked. I do have like a sewing stash. I have not recently looked and seen what type of ribbon that we could be rocking with. So that's all. Okay, it's 12:30. I'm not a very fast knitter, so it's 12:30. I finished the bag. That's just marking my center stitch. And I did the knit two together yarn overs. Now it's time to duplicate stitch the loon. There's 3 colors: white, black, and red. The black one's the easiest. And then the white one, I'm not sure. I have this one with little flecks of black and brown in it, or I have this one that is multicolor, but like soft, neutral. It's like white in some spots and more like grayish in other spots.
I'd say it's more of a cream.
Cream, white, and then cream. I'm not sure which one of those I'm going to pick yet. We'll see. And then I have 2 red options. I don't know about this one either. I am leaning towards the dark one, but it just kind of depends. I'm probably going to start with the black, and we'll go from there. I actually don't know what I'm going to start with. But anyways, it's duplicate stitching time. Good morning. I didn't do the best job in the world of updating you on the loon bag yesterday, but that's okay. I'm not sure if you could tell, ran out of time to do the second loon. It was for my best friend, and I told her after I gave it to her, I was like, there was supposed to be a second loon. I can add it if you want. And she was like, no, I love it. And I was like, okay, fine. Great. There is a heat wave going on in Washington right now, so I'm going to be sweaty this entire week. Just letting you know that I really need to find the joy because I get so grumpy when I'm too hot. So I also forgot to weigh the bag after I finished it, which just means that all the color work as far as yarn usage goes is unaccounted for, which is like not that big of a deal. It's fine. The bag itself though, freaking killed it. I completely used up, I'm pretty sure that was Woolies, completely used it up. There was 2, a darker one and then a cornflower blue one, and there was 2 balls of that one. Completely used it up. That project took 273 grams of yarn. Now, it's actually so fun to use yarn from a shelf that I've already cataloged, because then I don't have to weigh the yarn before the project. I only have to weigh it after, or in this case, use it up entirely. Slay. So now my blue yarn total is down to 2,681 grams of yarn, and we started at 3,034. I've made 3 blue, Hold on. I gotta make this font bigger, otherwise I'm gonna die. I've made 3 blue projects. You can't really see, I'm talking about that shelf, that blue. But I've made 3. I'm killing it. I love making these gift bags so much. I had 2 thoughts yesterday. Okay, maybe 3 thoughts. One is that, I want to make more of these gift bags to replace, disposable gift wrapping for myself and my home and my family. The 2 main holiday functions, one is birthdays, obviously, and then one is Christmas. There's other things too, but one is like generic celebration and the other one is like Christmas themed. So for making Christmas themed gift bags, that is a perfect thing to use up this red yarn. I have a hard time using red. It's like not the most inspiring color to me, mostly because it's pretty flat. This actually is like decent variation. So, but dark red is maroon, light red is pink. Red is just red most of the time. Of course there's variations, but it's not as inspiring to me as like other colors, but it's fine. It's just not my favorite. I like maroon. I just don't love like regular red, fire truck red that much, but it's fine. No shade to red. I don't know why I move my thumb every time I put my hand up, but I've noticed it in all my videos, and I think maybe it's an old person thing. I think I'm old. Anyways, but using the red yarn to make Christmas gift bags, I think is a really great solution. And also, a great opportunity to practice my color work. I really would like to get better at knit color work, whether it's duplicate stitch, which I think is the easiest variation, intarsia, which I could use help with, or just stranded color work. I really need to practice with like my intention and stuff, and I think a gift bag would be like a really good way to practice because there's really no stress. You know what I'm saying? Anyways, that thought occurred to me. Gift bags would be great to use red yarn and also bulky yarn. How delusional would it be if I finished everyone's socks early? If I made everyone a little Christmas gift bag to give to them? That would be crazy. No promises. But if I can just make a bunch of gift bags, then why not? So far, every time I give a gift in my reusable knit gift bag, I've had to be like, and that's not for you. And I just need that back. And I don't want to do that. I would love to be able to like, and you get to keep the bag. Like, that would be better. Duh. So that was nice to be able to do yesterday for my bestie. Okay, period. I don't know what I'm going to work on today, but I will let you know once I know. Okay, I was feeling very inspired yesterday about the whole gift bag, reusable gift bag situation and using red for Christmas. It was 2 seconds ago for you. You know exactly what I'm talking about. Okay, so I was looking on Pinterest for like Christmas color work, interesting Christmas color work that I liked, and it just went all over the place. It didn't, for some reason it was like not vibing. I wanted to do this picture with the little houses and the snow, mostly because the sky background is like gray and I really wanted to use, first of all, any gray yarn, but also just, I found this one, it's kind of shiny. I wanted to use that. I don't really have much bulky red. I have a lot of like old acrylic worsted red that's like a little, you know, scratchy or whatever. And I was like, oh, perfect, I'll use that. Well, I held it double, so it'd be the same weight as everything else. And color work is hard, you guys. It's hard. There was red houses, white houses, and the little yellow windows, which I picked this, which cute, but then like, yeah, is that giving Christmas? No, it's giving ketchup and mustard. Big time ketchup and mustard. This red is so like neon. And the color work tension was like so bad, you guys. So bad. I think I'm a tight knitter, or I'm bad at color work. Or both. Could be both. But it's very difficult for me. Anyways, it just reminded me that like I can't and don't have to be immediately good at things first try. It did make me so like, I want to make a colorwork sweater one day. I have got to practice in order to be able to do that. Because as it stands, there's no way that's happening. And also like looking good. There's just no way. So anyways, I ripped that out. The houses looked, first of all, carnival, like hot dog. It looked bad, the color scheme. But then also just like the color work was bad. So I ripped it out. I would still like to do this little cute house Christmas situation, but probably more like terracotta or like brick color instead of like in your face red. So I pivoted. I was like, okay, no yellow in this. I really wanted to use the gray, just wasn't happening for this particular bag because I had already made the base of the bag in red. So I just wanted to use the red, find something that would work for the red and also like the stitch counts. I think that house is like a multiple of 12, the repeat. And then I switched to this motif, which is a multiple of 16. So I did have to do 4 decreases to get to a multiple of 16. Anyways, here is my progress. I think it's better. I think it's much better. The insane thing is I feel like I am knitting so loose. I'm shocked that like it looks decent at all. I mean, I think it is like looking pretty good. It's just like so loose. Oh, I'm losing stitches. Hold on, you guys. Please don't do this to me. I found this. It's like a, oh my God, I think it's called pencil roving. That just came from the depths of my mind. Anyways, it's not plied. It's just like roving, derf. But I think it's pencil roving. I don't know. Fluffy white. I hope I actually don't need like that much of this because really I wanted to use that for, there's this really, for like a little sheepy. There's a really cute colorwork sheep situation and I want to use it for a sheep, but I think it'll be fine. I have more than just that. I think I have 2 other ones. And then I'm just holding Psycho Red double and I have to tie on a new one, a new red, which is fine because I have one right here. I have a lot of this like Psycho acrylic red. Sorry, okay? I don't love red that much, okay? Sorry. Ooh, I might just tie a knot. It's a gift bag. Wow, life hack. I think I will. Okay, the nice thing is that I've already rolled the red shelf. So I've already weighed all that yarn. I will tell you it was kind of a doozy figuring out which of these red balls of yarn corresponded to my red spreadsheet. That was actually like probably the most difficult color to catalog out of all of them because they're just red. Anyways, I found them all though. How do I tie a magic knot? Turns out I can't talk and tie a magic knot at the same time. In any case, I weighed the yarn before and after. But after, it's not after yet. But once it is after, I will be weighing the yarn. At least I will be using up some of this red. That will be nice. Oh, I wanted to show you how psychotic it looks. First of all, I can't double tension the yarn like I normally do. Too tight. So I just have to single tension it. Crazy. Again, I just feel like a toddler holding a crayon with like their whole fist. Because what is this knitting method? How do people do this? This is like a crazy technique. Wait, am I doing this right? 1, 2, 3. I feel like I'm knitting with my whole body. Anyways, this is what I'm working on. Just trying to practice my color work. I'm definitely going to have to like look up more videos of different techniques and I don't know what, because this isn't what knitting normally feels like for me. Physically, this isn't how I knit normally. I guess we'll see how it turns out at the very end because it just feels really loose. Anyways, this is what I'm working on. It's so random. I got sent down a rabbit hole of color work and also gift bags. I'm gonna keep working on this. My deepest apologies for the lighting. Okay, I'm sorry. I am such a night knitter that here we are. Okay, things have happened. It's the same day since whenever. I finished it. The only thing that's left is to pick out like a ribbon, which, you know, I might decide later. I don't feel pressed about like picking a ribbon out. I did just get a full Ziploc bag full of ribbons / ribbon scraps from my parents. So that's how I found the ribbon, or that's like what I looked through for the ribbon for the Loon gift bag at the beginning. That was from my parents' house. Thanks, guys. Yeah, okay. You know what I mean? Like, I think it would be so helpful to do color work in wool because I think it's really forgiving to make your stitches kind of loose because the wool blooms so much. This is like okay. My worst tension offenders is the acrylic yarn. Luckily, there are some stitches that are too loose. I would rather have too loose than too tight and like experiencing that awful like bunching that I've been experiencing. So anyways, here it is up close. There's definitely some like really loose stitches. Like this one is too loose, but I think it's fine. I'm actually like fairly pleased with the result, especially if there's a gift crammed in here. I feel like it all kind of shakes out. Okay, anyways, I am thrilled about the yarn usage, especially for this red. It's old acrylic, it's kind of scratchy. I'm like just thrilled to be using this up for real. Put those yarns away and I didn't weigh them. I'm so tired of myself. These are the 2 reds that I have left after finishing this project. 25, 75. Wow. Okay, so I have 100 grams left. and I started with 262. I wish that I had just lumped all of the older acrylic into one because I've confused myself. 262 minus 100, and what am I, stupid? I have to account for, I'll be right back. This project used 162 grams of red yarn. That brings the red shelf total down to 1,761 grams. I haven't cataloged the white shelf yet. However, I did keep track of my white yarn use, and I used 69 grams of white yarn. That means my total yarn usage for the gift bag, 231 grams of yarn. As it stands right now, my total yarn stash for everything is 12,157 grams. These are just arbitrary numbers. My last 3 projects I've done have all been around 250 grams. So I am feeling great about that. These gift bags are like killer. They weren't all gift bags, but still, these gift bags are like 250 grams, which I love. The reason why I really had to update you now is because I want to start another gift bag, which is like so psychotic of me, but it's just the vibe. You know what I mean? This time I was thinking of doing more of like a birthday one. I'm feeling very inspired and like encouraged by practicing my color work and also using up a lot of yarn, especially chunky yarn, and I want to. So anyways, and really what's driving this is this incredible pencil roving. I have no words for this actually. Is it blown? Oh my god, it's blown. That explains why I couldn't really pull it to cut it. Like with roving, you can just like pull it apart. Okay, got it. So there's a very tiny chainette web, shiny web. Oh, it must be like nylon or something because it's so shiny and dainty. And then it's just filled with blown fibers. There's no way you'll be able to see this, but that's insane. I didn't realize that this was a blown yarn this whole time. Got it. Okay, still it's fuzzy and I want to make a sheep with it. So I found this picture. And as you can see, I need white, black, and then grass, green, and sky. I'm thinking about using this for the grass. I mean, come on. It's so springy. And this is all I have of this. Don't know what I had used it for previously. I think this is wool ease. I don't totally know, but I really like this for bags. It is a sleigh, a total sleigh. So this is the green. And then, call me crazy, I kind of want to use this insane mint yarn where it's like partially boucle and partially spun for the sky. Like, what else am I going to use this on? You know what I mean? Maybe it'll look like clouds or something. I think it'll be fine. I don't know. Maybe it'll be crazy. So I just need to find a black yarn and weigh all of this. I also think I gave some of this yarn away in that weaving fundraiser basket. So I do need to weigh it to start and update my weights in my spreadsheet so I know what I'm starting with. And I need to find a black yarn. I really wanted to use gray because I just have so much gray, but I'm not very inspired by gray. I can't find a knitting chart that I think will look good, or I don't know. It's just not working right now, the gray. I'm gonna find some black yarn, I'm gonna weigh this, and I'm gonna get started. It's probably going to be a much smaller bag, maybe like 6 by 6 on the bottom, because I'm kind of working with smaller yarn amounts at this point. Anyways, found the black. What's on this thread? Got it. Let's start by weighing this little mint situation. Boucle and worsted spun Franken yarn is how I've categorized this. That makes sense. I had 4 separate chunks of this. Undoubtedly, why I have 4 separate chunks is because I was cutting it to get to not the boucle, I would guess. Anyways, this one is 30 grams. That tracks. This one is 24 grams. Yes. This one's probably 13. Correct. So that means I totally gave away the 21 gram little ball of this. And that makes sense. So 88 minus 21 is actually 67. Great. And that brings our total mint. Just kidding. Just kidding. I'm not going to do that now. I'm going to just start, I think. Okay. Okay, just kidding. I've gotten like a couple of rows into this, and I've used a quarter of this yarn, and I've not made it a quarter of the way through the bottom. So I actually won't have enough of this yarn to do this. So I've also found this, which is like a really similar enough shade of green. I'm going to do this on the bottom because it's the bottom. Who cares? I'm going to weigh this. I'm going to make the bottom of the bag with this, and then when I pick up stitches to make the sides of the bag, then I'll start with this yarn because I want this one to be visible. I'm liking the color palette. Okay, let me weigh this first. It's 2 separates, whatever. This is 28 grams. We'll see how far that gets me. Also, the colorwork chart that I'm using is a 30 stitch repeat. So I'm gonna have, since I want kind of like a square shape, I think I'm gonna cast on 15 stitches and then knit 30 rows in garter stitch, and so I can pick up 15 on both sides, and then I'll have 15 stitches on all sides. So I'll have 60 total, so I'll have enough for 2 repeats. That's what I'm thinking. There's a girl on TikTok that reached out to different yarn companies and asked them for any yarn waste that was either damaged or missing the label, or the dye job went wrong or something, some type of yarn that they couldn't use, and she was gonna make something out of it, and yarn companies responded. She is the one that did that roll for scrap sweater project. I don't have TikTok anymore, so if I can find her username, I will put it on the screen, but she really has like an effortless way of combining lots of different yarn weights by holding them double or triple or whatever, of just using lots of different types of yarn to make a cohesive piece, whether it's a garment or I think she made a purse one time or something. Anyways, she is super inspiring to me. I love the vibes and the possibilities. These type of restrictions, quote unquote, on how can I take what I have and make something with it is really inspiring to me. Like, the restrictions help me be creative. Just a couple of videos ago, I had no idea what to do with this Franken boucle yarn. You know, obviously I didn't even know that I had it, but I will just be so pleased with myself if it works out that I get to use it in this project. I think my yarn weights are a little bit off here. I think my original green and the white are a little bit thicker than this green I'm working with now and that boucle yarn. So we can always make more adjustments if it's not working out in real time. I'm like not that stressed about it. I just want to practice color work and get a cute little gift bag. Good morning. Here's how we're looking. I attached the second ball like halfway right here, but I did it from the outside because I wanted like the regular yarn to go on for a little bit longer before we got to the boucle. And I've knit through it and now I'm at the boucle part of it. But it's occurred to me that like it's just gonna make fat stripes. And I don't know if I want just like a thick boucle stripe. So I think what I'm going to do actually do need to finish it off eventually. Like duh. So I could do stripes. I could either do like a small, much smaller, like 2-row stripes, or I could do more color work, but just like the dots of the boucle. Because I don't know if you noticed, like I didn't do the little white dots that was in the original picture. I just wasn't like vibing with that. I just wanted it to be regular. In the light of day, like the two greens are different obviously, but I think the little bits of color are actually so cute. It's giving like flowers in the pasture or something. I really like it. I think it's so cute. A lot of dimension, you know, a lot of depth. I am wanting to do something different with this boucle situation because this ball is the last I have of this like regular yarn, and I want to do I just want to make sure that I'm doing the picot, like knit two together yarn overs in the regular yarn, because then when I thread a ribbon through, I think if it was on the boucle part that I thread the ribbon through, I just think it would get caught. And so does Pumpkin. She also thinks it would get caught. So I don't know, maybe a fat stripe will be fine. I just don't know how much it's actually going to knit. Maybe this update was for nothing and it's just a bag and I'll just knit it and it's fine. This is why it's hard sometimes to give updates, is because I just change my mind so much. Okay, I'm gonna keep working. I might work up a couple more rows in just the boucle and like get more of a sense of how I feel about it before I decide to rip it back. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. Oh my gosh. It's been a few days since I've updated you. I had a huge weekend. All day Saturday, there was a sevens rugby tournament that I played in and we won. I don't know how that happened, but we did win, which was so cool. That's actually never happened before. So that was amazing. And then Sunday I had an all day rugby tryout. So I'm sunburnt, I'm exhausted, my whole body is sore, I'm old, okay? Like there's, ugh. So I gotta update you and then we have to cut this video off because what the heck. Okay, so I knew that I was going to be at a rugby tournament all day for the whole weekend and I wanted to bring knitting with me. So this is what happened. I finished the sheep bag. I finished it the night before the rugby tournament because there wasn't that much left to do and I wanted to finish it and start something else so I could wear it. Who do I think I am thinking that I have the energy to knit during an all-day rugby tournament? That was so stupid. So Saturday and Sunday, all I did was play rugby. And then at night, all I did was knit and I didn't film any of it. So I'm just gonna update you on what's been going on. Best thing I ever did was knit this friggin' bag. This is so cute. I'm obsessed with this, okay? I did use that weird little boucle yarn. I knew it was gonna stripe and I just figured I would just send it. And I did, and I think it's fine. I think it's really cute. All I cared about was not using the boucle for the knit two together yarn overs so that it wouldn't be like fuzzy and catch weird when I picked out a ribbon. I think this is adorable. This is so cute. This is the best thing I've ever done. And actually there's not much color work. It's only like right here in the middle, but I think this is good. This one is good. Then I was bummed that I didn't get to use this gray yarn because I have a lot of gray yarn in my stash and I'm not loving gray. Anyways, so I picked out another color work bag. This, what am I doing? Anyways, so I used this gray and then this cream-ish color to knit this bag. This one, the color work is like, okay, it's all right. I don't know. It's obviously when the color work runs out, it's like really flaring right here because there's no more color work. So you can very clearly see where it's like not as tight. Why is color work knitting so hard? I think it's okay. None of these have been blocked, so maybe the tension will get much better when it's blocked. But it's this cute little like heart cabin smokestack situation and a lot more color work on this one. It's basically the whole bag is color work. This one I think is cute. Haven't woven in this end. Still have a couple ends to weave in, but cute. Really, this one is tall and skinny. Great for a book. This I'm obsessed with. This is so cute. I love sheep. It's so stinking cute. This has just been like the week of making knit gift bags. I don't know, like, I got hair up my ass for knitting gift bags, I guess, because I just went berserko mode. I knit that loom one in the beginning of the week for my friend's birthday. Then I knit this Christmas one. Then this friggin' cute sheep one. And then this other Christmas one. Cute! Let me give you the stats for yarn usage for these bags. The loom bag from the beginning used up 273 grams of yarn. Red and white Christmas bag used up 231 grams. Sheep gift bag used up 136 grams. And then this gray one used up 216 grams. So in total this week, I've used up 835 grams of yarn on just gift bags. Before I let you go, let's pick out some ribbons for some of these, maybe. We'll see what I have. This is my little ribbon bag from my stash. It has like ribbons and trim, some lace stuff. That's this. And then I just got gifted this ribbon bag from my parents. This is where I found that ribbon for the loom bag. Okay, bag number one. There's some good like Christmas flavored ribbons. I don't know, I don't really feel like doing this actually. This is very cute. I like this ribbon. Just had to seal the edges real quick. Oh, this is so cute. Okay, so then this one might be kind of small. Okay, I changed my mind. I'm just gonna use this plain ribbon. Okay, this is just a plain white ribbon. Burn the edges. So annoying. Once you thread your ribbon in, put the gift inside, cinch it, tie a bow. Adorable. I don't store them tied, obviously. Open your gift. What's inside? White ribbon, classic. Very cute. Next. I could do a white one for this too, actually, which I might do. White ribbon is just so classic. Oh. Oh, that would be so cute, but it's too small. Cute. There's this little blue one. How long are you? I don't know why my mom put tape on all her ribbons. Okay, this one gets a cute little blue ribbon, and this one gets a cute little red one. That's cute. Aww. Anyways, I love how these gift bags are a real stash buster for me, especially with the thicker yarn that maybe I'm not sure what to do with. And I really just got caught up in wanting to practice my color work, so. But I'm good. I think I made 4 gift bags in 1 week, and I think I'm good on gift bags for a little bit. I need to get back to sock knitting. The actual Christmas gifts that are going to go inside of these bags. I need to get back to socks. I want to cast on a garment. I've got some other stuff to do. So thank you for following a week of crafting with me, and I will see you in the next video.